underneath the lovely London sky.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley, you can also call me Harva, and this is Ashley Faith. Today, as you can tell from the title, I'm going to be telling you a little bit more about anti-Semitic dog whistles because of recent events. It's come to my attention that not enough people know about anti-Semitic dog whistles, and they don't know how to spot them, and they don't know what they mean, and they don't know what they stand for. And if people don't know what these dog whistles means, that means that they fly under our radar and hate can be perpetuated in our societies. So I thought that I'd give you a rundown of some of the most common anti-Semitic dog whistles that I could find, that I've seen and that I've heard of, so you know what to look out for when you are in the world, you know? So the first one is a pretty obvious one, but on January the 6th, in the insurrection in Washington DC in the USA, this man was seen wearing a t-shirt that looked like this, and his t-shirt says 6MWE, and this stands for 6 million wasn't enough. Yes, that means 6 million Jews wasn't enough, as in the Holocaust. Yeah, that one's a pretty obvious one. This is a common acronym that these hateful people are using, so beware of that one. The next one that I want to mention is two numbers that are sometimes seen together and sometimes seen apart, but they are 14 and 88. 14 stands for 14 words, and 14 words is this sentence I'm about to say to you that I'm going to put on the screen, that is clearly a hateful sentence, clearly a racist sentence, and is clearly not a good thing to be going around saying to people. So 14 stands for these 14 words. We must secure the existence of our people and a future for white children. And that's what 14 stands for. So if you ever see that going around, it might be innocent, but it might mean that, so just be careful. And 88 stands for HH. And you probably know what HH stands for. Yes, Hail Hitler. The reason why 88 and HH link together is because H is the 8th letter in the alphabet. They're not very original, are they? So the next one that I want to talk about is the Odal Rune that looks like this, which was originally a Nordic rune but has been appropriated, like many of the symbols, like the swastika, by neo-Nazis to mean hateful things. And the reason why I want to talk about this one in particular is because this one was actually involved in a recent incident. I think it was like a week and a half ago at a CPAC event, which is like a conservative with a small c event about, I don't know, conservative things, I don't know, and their stage, I'll show you here, looked like this. But the reason why this is a dog whistle is because this symbol was also used by the Nazis. They appropriated it, made it a little bit more angry looking, and they wore it and they used it. So this. And the reason why I think dog whistles are so important to talk about and so important to be educated on is because the people that created this event and made this stage happen have deniability. They have plausible deniability that they can say, no, we didn't know that this symbol meant anything hateful. We didn't mean this to happen. This was just a coincidence. And this is what dog whistles are perfect for. They're perfect for making things look like a coincidence and making things look innocent when they're not really. And that's why we need to be clued up on all these different types of dog whistles and symbols, because they're not always clear and, you know, outspoken about what they mean. So this is a clear incidence of one of these dog whistles being used and the plausible deniability being used also. And I will link some articles down below if you want to read more about this incident. But that is why I want to talk to you about dog whistles in general, because they are always being used, and because they're dog whistles and they're not something that everybody understands, they can fly under the radar and there's plausible deniability. The next one is the Black Sun, which is also a rune that got misappropriated by the Nazis. I haven't done very much research myself on it, but what I am going to do is I'm going to play for you a video that I saw on TikTok that explains it really well, and I'll also link this person's TikTok down below so you can watch it.
probably seen Nazi symbols on social media without even realizing it, and since the Trump camp just switched from dog whistles to a freaking megaphone, it's about damn time we talk about them. Apart from my history degree, we were also taught in high school how to decode this kind of messaging as to become less attractive a target for right-wing extremist groups. A very popular symbol with neo-Nazis today is the black sun. This can be read in two ways, either as 3 overlaying swastikas or as 12 so-called Sikh runes. The Sikh rune originally comes from the Futhark, a series of Nordic runes. It has a lot of meanings attached to it, but the most commonly associated with it is sun. The Nazis appropriated the rune, made it look more aggressive, and used it as a badge for the Schutzstaffel or SS. Since depictions of the swastika are prohibited in Germany, the scene took to the black sun instead, and through social media it became their symbol worldwide. Today, the black sun is a marker of identification within the scene, whether it's as a profile picture or as a tattoo. So spread the word, because the more people know about this, the harder it is for them to hide or make excuses.
Okay, so the next dog whistle that I want to talk about is another set of numbers, and this time it's 109 and 110. Rather strange. So 109 stands for the number of countries that Jews have been expelled from worldwide to this date. 109 countries have expelled the Jewish population. Now 110 calls for the USA being the 110th country to expel Jews. Have fun! That one's pretty simple, but watch out for that. 109 and 110. The next dog whistle for you to look out for is 3 brackets parenthesis around a name or a place or a person or a family, 3 brackets around a person's name is a dog whistle to signify this person is Jewish without saying it, directly. It's a signal to say this person in brackets is Jewish. And I've seen a lot of Jewish people online use this and sort of reclaim it, I guess, and bracket their own name in this way, but this is still a dangerous and used dog whistle among anti-Semites and neo-Nazis, so watch out. The next one people probably won't like, and this is because it's not really a neo-Nazi thing. It's a thing that's everywhere. It's a thing that's present on the left too, and these all go in together. This is the use of elites, Rothschilds and Soroses to mean the cabal of Jews that run the world, or the cabal of people that run the world. And this is really present in conspiracy theories, and that's because it goes back to this pamphlet called the Elders of Zion, which was what people consider to be the first conspiracy theory, which was about Jews and about Jews running the world and controlling the weather and controlling the banks and the media. And that is how most conspiracy theories end up. And because of that, because it's not just a right-wing thing, this can be used by left-wing people too, and it's still dangerous and it's still anti-Semitic. So be careful if you want to talk about the small group of people that hoard the wealth in this world. You can call them a different word. You don't have to call them elites, because of that one is anti-Semitic. You can call them the 1%, or the CEOs that hoard wealth in this world. Don't call them the elites. All right, thank you very much. This one goes along with that, and that is lizard people. Lizard people is an anti-Semitic trope, myth, conspiracy that Jews are lizard people, and this can be seen very evidently in how memes about Mark Zuckerberg had been, going around the internet, but with him as a lizard. Because Mark Zuckerberg is a Jew. He is also Jewish, and he's the only, billionaire CEO that has been memeified in this way, and that is anti-Semitism. There is no reason, other than anti-Semitism, that Mark Zuckerberg should be memeified into a lizard, and not, for example, the guy who runs Amazon. What the fuck is his name? Why can't I remember his name? You know who I mean. Anyway, why he hasn't been memeified into a lizard, but Mark Zuckerberg has, and that is anti-Semitism. Not saying that Mark Zuckerberg is a good person, but I'm just saying that the memifying him into a lizard is anti-Semitism. So be careful the memes you're sharing around. And still on the topic of memes, there are two types of memes that have originated on 4chan, and everyone knows that 4chan is a really dangerous place full of really hateful people, so please be careful. And there's 2 sets of memes that originated on 4chan that are also anti-Semitic. So first of all, you have Pepe, and the trad wife meme that look like this. I'll show you an example. And these originated from racist, anti-Semitic ideas, let's just put it that way. And so yeah, be careful of these memes. Don't share these types of memes, please. Please, I'm begging you, please don't share these types of memes. And please, please, please don't share lizard people memes. I'm begging you. I'm begging you, please. Okay, that is pretty much all the dog whistles that I wanted to talk about today. There are plenty more, and there are more to do with other types of marginalised groups, but these are the ones that I want to talk about that are related to Jewish people and anti-Semitism. I hoped that this was helpful for you. I will leave more links down below that I can find to help you out so you can read up on these things. Please share this video with your friends and tell them about it. Please, it's really important that the more people know about these dog whistles, the less powerful they are, because the less deniability these people have when they use them if more people know about them. Okay? Thanks for being a faithful, and thanks for watching. Mwah.